Okay, here we go. 2.3, real zeros of polynomial functions. So remember, you can speed me up or pause it if needed. We're going to do long division. Okay, so we're going to divide 6x to the third minus 19x squared plus 16x minus 4 by x minus 2. And then we're going to use that result to factor the polynomial completely. So this is division. We're going to divide that big polynomial by x minus 2. So just like with normal division, where you would do 4 into 248, you say, what do I need to multiply 4 by to go into 24? And you'd say 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. You draw the line, you change the sign, and you subtract. And then you bring down the next number. So we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to be careful with two things. Number one, you want to make sure that your polynomial's in order. Then it goes from 3, 2, 1 to none. You want to check that out every time. If somebody is missing, you want to put a 0 for it. And also what you're dividing by. You want it to go from 1 to none, or 2, 1, none. So these are in order. All you're going to say is, what do I multiply x by to get 6x to the third? Well, I need 6x squared. 6x squared times x is 6x to the third. And then we distribute it to both the x and the minus 2. So 6x squared times x is 6x to the third minus 6x squared times 2 is 12x squared. And then you draw the line and you change both of these signs because we're subtracting both of those terms. And when you do it this way, you'll hopefully remember your sign. These cancel every time. And negative 19 and positive 12 is negative 7x squared. Then you bring down your next term. Then the process repeats. What do we multiply x by to get negative 7x squared? Negative 7x. We multiply the negative 7x times both of these. We distribute. Negative 7x times x is negative 7x squared. Negative 7x times negative 2 is plus 14x. And then we draw the line and we change both of these signs. This should always cancel. That'll give us 2x. Then we bring down our last term. And the process repeats again. What do we multiply x by to get 2x? 2. And then we distribute the 2 times both these things we divided by. 2 times x and 2 times negative 2. Whoops. Draw the line. Change both of the signs. This should always cancel. And this time this one canceled. So that means there's no remainder. So that means, I'm going to have to work it up, but you could work down. That means x minus 2 divided evenly. Oops, evenly. Into it, which means x minus 2 is a factor of it, which means x equals 2 is a 0. And then the directions say, use the result to factor the polynomial completely. This is the result. That was our answer. So we're going to use this result and we're going to factor this completely. So what we did is we took this big polynomial and we divided out one factor. And now we've come down to this polynomial. And now we're going to factor it. I'm going to try 2x and 3x. And I'm going to try 2 and 1, minus and minus. That's negative 4x and negative 3x, which is negative 7x. So that works. So now we have factored it completely. the full factorization is the x minus 2 that we started with over here and the 2 that we just found. Okay, here's our next one. We're going to divide 8x to the third minus 1 by 2x minus 1. So we have 8x to the third minus 1 divided by 2x minus 1. But I desperately want you to check and be sure that there are no missing terms. So look at your values. Do we go x to the third, x squared, x to the first constant? No, we skipped a lot. So because we skipped a lot, we are going to add a 0x squared, because that's a missing term, add a 0x, because that's missing, and then put our minus 1. Now we go 3, 2, 1, none. And that's the way we need to do it. And this one is fine. It's 1 and then none. Okay, so all we'll do is, what do we multiply 2x by to get 8x to the third? 4x squared, multiply, draw the line, change the signs, this always cancels, add 0 and 4, bring down your next 0. It seems silly, but it helps everything to stay lined up. What do you multiply 2x by to get 4x squared? 2x. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. And 2x times 1 is minus 2x. Draw the line, change your signs. This always cancels. Add 0 and 2 and get 2x. Bring down the last term. What do you multiply 2x by to get 2x? 1. Distribute it. 1 times 2x. 1 times negative 1. Draw your line, change your signs. This always cancels, and this time this one did too. So that means that 2x minus 1 is a factor. And then we could be asked to take our answer here and to factor it more, to factor it completely. But they did not ask us to on this one. I should tell you that you could check yourself by distributing. This times the answer should give you this that we started with. So you could do that and you can check yourself. Same thing like if you do 4 into 12 and it goes 3 times. You can take your answer by what you divided by and it should equal what you started